Silang Kalijaga. The third agenda will be the welcoming remarks and addresses from our distinguished leaders and guests.
Okay, for our first presenter, by the way, before you start, please to remind all the speakers that you can deliver your presentation 10 to 15 minutes, and then what do you want to do? That the question and answer will be done right after the 5 of you. Is it okay? So that we can do faster for the presentation. So the first presenter is Dr. Judatic Chanlon with a paper titled "Examining the Digital Competencies of Thai Librarians: A Comprehensive Review of TCI Index Publication." You have the floor, Dr. Chanlon.
I can sit here also sit there.
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Judatic Chanlon from Silpakorn University, Thailand. As my university located in the west of Thailand, in Nakhon province. My study in for the IELTS is titled "Examining the Digital Competency of Thai Librarians: A Comprehensive Review of TCI Index Publication." From this study, I found that relative field study in digital competency of different group of Thai librarians. I decided to study this topic. Okay. For the background of this study, classified into 5 topics. Number 1 is digital transformation and education. The COVID-19 pandemic sped up the move from classroom learning to online learning, showing the importance of flexible, safe, and easy to access education through technology. And number 2, importance of digital literacy. Digital literacy is an important 21st century skill. It means not only knowing how to use device, but also being able to find, just, and use information wisely and responsibly. This is key for making good decisions, living life, and supporting society. And third one is understanding digital competency. Although often confused with digital literacy, digital competency is more about having the combined skill, knowledge, and behavior to use technology effectively and responsibly in daily life, at work, in learning, and in communication. The next one is digital literacy as a universal necessity in digital era. Individual of college and professional needs foundation digital literacy to engage effectively and responsibly in society, and involving role of librarian. The library and information science field have transitioned from managing physical data format to handling complex digital information systems, requiring librarians to adapt to new technology. And for the objective of this study focuses on analyze research from TCI database to examine the digital competency essential for librarians in Thailand in digital age. And the method of this study, this is qualitative research. Population consists of articles addressing the digital competency of librarian publication in Thai academic journal indexed in TCI. The research was conducted using following keyword. In the 6 keyword, number 1 is digital competency. Number 2 is the same meaning, but I use in Thai word. It's called Samatana Digital. And the number 3, librarian, and number 4, the same meaning, but in Thai word. Bandara, it means librarians. And number 5, library, and number 6, the same meaning in Thai word. Hong Samut, it means library. From this keyword, I decided to search strategy, search strategy. Number 1, this is the first one, search strategy, use digital competency or this word in Thai, Samatana Digital, and librarian or Banarak, or this is a Thai word. And the second one, search strategy, this is digital competency or Samatana Digital, and library or Hong Samut. From this method, the result from the method, the analysis of the selected article revealed that all publications on digital competency were written in Thai and published between 2017 to 2024. Totally only 11 articles, but I select from this strategy. This is 55 article, and this is 18 article. Totally 72 article, but I select that's related to my scope. Only in 11 article. This consists of 4 academic articles and research, 7 research articles. And then when I analyze analyze from article, the result of the result from this study can divide into three main results about the digital competency of librarian in Thailand. Number 1 is attribute. Librarian in Thailand have three main. Number 1 is attribute. This area is considered the most important, focus on ethics, professional integrity, and moral responsibility. This is number 1. And number 2, this is a skill. The essential foundation skill for librarian, including the following example: proficiency in using information technology, ability to use utilize social media, or ability to use plagiarism detection tool, or skill to cataloging and access digital information. This is a skill for librarian. And the last one is knowledge. Knowledge is librarian should process the following key area of knowledge, like understanding of social issue, privacy concern, and ethical consideration related to technology use, or understanding of how to use technology to support research activity, or basic knowledge of database development. This is a key result. For the factor promoting digital competency of librarian in Thailand from the study, number 1 is personal and professional development, and number 2, infrastructure, physical environment, and technology in the workplace. Number 3, library or agency management policy. Number 4, institutional or parent agency policy. And number 5, external environment. For the discussion, the 3 mains of digital competency for Thai librarians consists of three. Number 1 is professional attribute. Is emphasizing ethics, morality, and integrity. This is a professional attribute, like a character of a librarian. And number 2 is technical skill. Technical skill is IT proficiency, digital tool use, content production, metadata management, and basic digital literacy. Like I use office program like PowerPoint, Excel, and Word. And the last one is core knowledge. Understanding digital trend, ethical implication, resource discovery, and research methods require ongoing learning and critical evaluation. Yes. For conclusion, I go to the last one. I think for my study, I think in Thailand we need for national investment for this for librarian for the librarian in Thailand. Strengthening digital competency among all librarian group is vital for enabling library to support digital transformation, social inclusion, and lifelong learning in Thai society. Because the limitation of this study is some documents may not be available in TCI database, and most of the review study focus on librarian working in academic library. That's I think is a limit to my study. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Chandran. We will proceed with the question later. Now we'll proceed with, thank you so much, the second presenter. Title study on digital amnesia among library and information science students in Indonesia State Islamic University to be presented by Salwa Melda Altifanida. Do you have co-authors here, co-presenters?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, respected doctors, fellow participants, fellow researchers, and distinguished participants. It is truly an honor to be here today at this International IELTS Conference. I think I'm the youngest and perhaps the least knowledgeable among the researchers here today. My name is Salwa Altifanida. And today I will be presenting our study entitled Study on Digital Amnesia among Library and Information Science Students in Indonesia State Islamic University.
Yes.
This research was conducted together with my respected thesis supervisor, Mrs. Marwiyah, along with Ms. Alfida from UIN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta, and Ms. Nita Siti Mudawamah from UIN Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. I am truly honored to present our collaborative work today. In this era of rapid technological advancement, our lives are closely tied to digital devices, especially smartphones. For library and information science students who are digital natives, this connection even stronger. While technology helps us manage and access information more efficiently, our reliance can also lead to a phenomenon known as digital amnesia itself, where individuals forget information because they rely on their devices to remember it for them. And before moving to the findings, this is the number of respondents we used in our research. From UIN Sunan Kalijaga, there are 44 respondents. UIN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta, there are 32, and from UIN Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang, there is 54 respondents. This study is quantitative research using descriptive statistical methods. We focus on third-year students from Swiss State Islamic University in Indonesia, with a total of 130 respondents. We used 35 items questionnaire based on the digital amnesia scale developed by Safarimoto et al. In 2024, with some modifications to fit Indonesian LIS students' habits. The questionnaires passed validity and reliability testing using SPSS version 26. Responses were measured on a 4-point Likert scale, and the average score were analyzed and categorized levels to the very low, low, high, and very high. Okay, we move to the findings. This is the findings from UIN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta. This is the average indicators value. We can see the results from the graphic here. The digital dependency score is the highest with the score is 3.33, which is in the very high category. The strongest indicator is students' reliance on mobile phones to store and find important information, with an average of 3.75. And the digital distraction dimension, students also scored high, especially on multitasking, with the score is 2.77. And this is the findings from UIN Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. The digital dependency score is again the highest, with the score is 3.68. And the digital distraction dimension, the score is 2.58, which shows a consistent pattern. Student is multitask and get distracted by their phones quite easily. Interestingly, the digital detox dimension is slightly higher here than in Jakarta. The score is 2.58, showing that Malang students may have a slightly better ability to regulate their phone usage, such as staying away from phones in social context, or feeling comfortable without them. And this is the findings from UIN Sunan Kalijaga Yogyakarta. From here, the highest score is digital dependency, with the average score is 3.55. The strongest indicator is still reliance on phone to store and find important information. Some examples including keeping important photos and events on the phone, storing contacts, and searching for information whenever they need it. And the digital distraction score is 2.63, showing that students tend to multitask and get distracted easily while using phones. For the digital detox, the score is 2.54. Students here show an ability to limit phone use in some contexts, but like the other universities, they still struggle to reduce phone use before sleep. This is the total average of digital amnesia of these LIS students in 3 universities. And this is the total average of digital amnesia of LIS students at 3 UIN. So from this total average, we can see that the highest score is digital dependency, that the students most rely on mobile phones to store and find important information, and then they have the habit of using mobile phones in daily activities. This is the conclusion of our research. LIS students show very high digital dependency, using phones as memory extensions, and digital distraction continues to disrupt focus, productivity, and the rest, and the quality of the rest. Students demonstrate a good ability for digital detox, so bedtime regulation is weak. These findings highlight the need for curriculum and learning strategies that promote mindful, ethical, and balanced digital use in LIS education. This is the references we use. Okay, thank you. That's all from me. If you can remember the second slide, congratulations, you've proven digital amnesia exists.
Thank you so much. Our fifth presenter with the title Analysis of Technostress, Degree of Librarians at Sriwijaya University and Islamic State University, Raden Fatah Palimbang, by Dr. Mulyadi Dalilan and Ahmad Berka and Dudi Iskandar Nerwansha. The floor is yours, Doctor. Technostress among librarians. I would like to find out how high.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mulyadi from Palembang. Analysis of Technostress degree of Librarian at Sriwijaya University and Islamic State University Denpasar, Palembang. General discuss analysis of Technostress among librarian. So study comparative study at Sriwijaya University and Islamic State University Denpasar, Palembang. Background: libraries are formal education institution, and technological transformation like service digitization, negative technology, techno overload, anxiety, burnout, and technostress. Importance of librarian adaptation to technology. Definition of technostress: Craigwood, 1980, modern disease of adaptation. Craigwood said technostress is modern disease of adaptation. New computer technology with in healthy manner. Affect technology, mental, physical, and physiological stress to form rejection and over-identification. Category technostress: eustress, positive stress. It motivates adaptation, and this stress, negative stress, cause description and overcoming model, primary and secondary depression. Technostress dimension: techno overload, techno invasion, techno complexity, techno insecurity, and techno uncertainty. Research approach: qualitative, comparative approach. Sample respondent: Sriwijaya University 5 and UIN Denpasar 5. Instrument: close and ended questionnaire, Likert scale. Technique: purpose sampling. Research finding: Sriwijaya University higher techno overload and techno uncertainty. Islamic State University Denpasar, Palembang, higher techno complexity and factor technostress, infrastructure, and digital competence. Implication of finding: Sriwijaya University workload management and advanced training. Islamic State University Denpasar, Palembang, improve digital literacy and confidence. Adaptive higher research and technology management policies. 5. Ask for stress-free life: self-awareness, self-care, self-celebration, developing self-goal, and self-administration. Higher resource management implication: training based on competency, mentoring for new technology, and flexible policies and counseling service. Conclusion: technostress affect librarian differently. Holistic approach: technology, people, and organization. Effective policies for librarian well-being. suggestion, regular evaluation of physical-legal impact, data-driven inverted intervention, and integrated technology and well-being policies. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay, thank you so much. So, we'll go back to presenter number 3. So, once again, Dr. Sainal Abidin with the title Model for a Islamic Digital Literacy of UIN. Allowed information through new media, Makassar Generation Y and Z in assessing religious. You have the floor, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will present my research about model for a Islamic digital literacy of UIN Makassar Generation Y and Z in assessing religious information through new media. My name is Sainal Abidin, a lecturer from UIN Makassar, Indonesia. Digital transformation is reshaping the way young generation understand Islamic teaching. Focus the study. Number 1. Analyzing the pattern of Islamic digital literacy among generation Y and Z at UIN formulating in Islamic digital literacy model, the 4A model. Approach, mixed method, quantitative and qualitative mixed method. Literature review, the big model by Sandberg and Berkowitz. The 7 pillars of information literacy and framework have been widely recognized as reference in the file of information and digital literacy. Conclusion and recommendation: Islamic digital literacy is not merely about technical skills. It must be accompanied by ethical reflection, source verification, and the application of Islamic value. The 4A model is a tool to build a community that is literate, wise, and firmly rooted in faith. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think we're done with the first batch because presenter number 4 is not here. So, Dr. Janman, you can go back here for our question and answer. If there's any question and answer, if there's any question from the audience, rather. Okay. So as part of, I had here a summary. If not from the audience, then I might ask questions. Okay. For Dr. Janman, you had a very, I would say it is a very timely research because you're using systematic literature review.
Yeah.
It's a new trend in doing research instead of gathering data through physical participants or respondents. Because in doing the systematic literature review, there are lots of theory or framework that can be used. So, but then if you will not use any of that framework, you can simply use it's either the Scopus keywords or you just simply keywords using indexing terms or using the Boolean search terms. And I saw that you use the Boolean terms. The use of the and, the or, and what, for you to be able to come up with your inclusion and your exclusion, right? So may I know how, based on your study, how many hits were you able to come up prior finalizing your key you had the three key digital competencies. How many kids?
Oh, yes, yes. From my sustainability,
Yes.
about it's only in digital competency.
Yes.
Yes, in the database is about 299.
299 kids.
Yeah.
So, in a systematic literature review, 269 kids is already equivalent to respondents, face-to-face respondents.
Yeah.
So, out of 299, after exclusion, how many kids were you able to come up?
I split into step to step. The first one is 54, and then
I see 154 and
okay, this is and then yes, and then at 18.
yes, okay. And out of so the result of your study based on the systematic literature review came up with 3 digital competencies, and that is attributes, skills, knowledge, and you added up need for national investment. Is this right? Okay. So thank you so much, Dr. Chairman. Any question from the observer? Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
No more questions, sir?
Any question? Go to Dr.
You have a question?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Sir has questions for you.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you, Dan. What are problems for audience in Thailand to improve digital literacy competition? The case in Thailand, that is, what different from the language Indonesia? About the problems, I think in language Indonesia and Thailand have to different for to improve competency in digital literacy. What different? All the problem. Is
What the difference between Thailand and Indonesia?
Yes.
yes.
For competency,
Okay, all competency.
what the difference? I think in Thailand we develop digital competency, but only focus on higher education. Yeah, higher education, and for the other group in school library, public library, they have a little change to develop themselves. Yeah, I think this part of Thailand is weak in this this point. I think it's between Thailand and Indonesia is different. I think there's population. Yeah, Indonesia have population. Thailand is smaller than in Indonesia. I think that's when we try to invest in digital competency for library, I think Thailand can do easy than Indonesia. But I think something in Thailand is hard to develop is I think is policy in organizations in organization like for the local library is not able to develop. Yes, I think it's hard to develop, and I don't know how in Indonesia is your policy about digital competency like Thailand or not.
Okay, surprising.
Okay,
Thank you.
Any other from the audience?
Questions?
Yes, sir. Yes. You may.
This topic is very interesting from Dr. Changun. What is I thought examining the digital competencies of Thai librarians, comprehensive review of DCI index publications. Yeah. And I just look at that your result is 3. Yeah. You classify into 3 competencies: professional,
Attribute, skills, and knowledge.
professional attitude,
Yes.
skills, and core knowledge.
Your knowledge.
So, is there any in order to classify and to be able to improve those competencies? Any connection with the advocation or the involvement of the government? Any connection or because you found that those are 3 competencies.
Yes.
Thank you.
This one.
How can the government, how can the government help in probably improving more on these 4 digital competencies that came out in your study? Sort of any recommendation from the government to improve more the digital competencies based on the result of your study?
I think the first one is knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yes.
The attributes.
Knowledge. Because I think we from the finding the finding review of knowledge is one of my finding. But I think it's knowledge is the first important, because if we have knowledge, we can apply knowledge to other attribute, other skill. Yes, because knowledge can apply to with skill or skill for one million, and we have a knowledge, we can develop other field in career. Yes.
Okay, thank you. For the interest of time, okay, for the rest of the presenter, can I ask question? Okay, next is, yes, Madam. You have also, this is a quantitative study, right? So, you had 130 respondents, right? As I can see your respondents, this is a 3 different campuses of UIN. Okay, the BLIS students. Is this only the BLIS students?
Yes, only the BLIS.
Oh, so what sampling method did you use in choosing these 130 students?
The sampling methods is we just purposive sampling.
The purposive, very good, because you had a criteria that the one will answer the questions is only the BLIS students. Okay, thank you for that. You answered my question. The third one, sir, where's the third presenter? Where's the third presenter? Where is the third presenter? He's gone. Where is Sir Dr. Abidin? First time you, based on your study, you're also using mixed method, right? The qualitative and the quantitative. Okay, with 500 respondents or participants from the quanti and 10 key informants for the Gen Y informants or the participants. So, how was your experience in doing this mixed methods? You know, mixed method is hard to accomplish because you need to have the questions, the in-depth questions, and you need to have the questionnaires. noting that you had 500. So did you enjoy doing research? Yes or no? Of course, yes.
Yes.
Oh, this is the first time that you presented paper here? Okay, congratulations. And you did a good job. And you're also using, is it also mixed methods? Or no? Only qualitative. You had only 15 participants or five participants. So you do in-depth interview. You do in-depth interview. And out of the in-depth interview, what are the implications of your study? I would ask you, what is the implication of this study to you as a librarian based on the result?
Implikasi teknologi.
The result is this is for the technostress. So based on the result, higher, lower. Are librarians here technostress? Yes or no? Based on the result.
Librarian, NCT, and technostress. NCT.
Okay, that's good. Okay, very good. So, so how do you find research? Research is interesting, right? Okay, congratulations everyone. Thank you so much.